Hey guys, welcome back to NFJ Discussions. This is Dan once again making a new video about something really cool. I think you should check it out. It's a book that I've been reading, and I don't know if you guys are avid readers, but check out this book, Neuroscience of Personality by Dario Nardi. And I'm making this video about this book because I'm somebody who I'm always finding an interest in people. I'm always looking to dive more into how people work. And I've done a lot of research on NLP, and I've done a lot of research on behaviorism. So this is definitely a treat, and I'll say that to anybody who's interested in MBTI because it directly correlates your brain functioning on a recordable, machine, an EEG. Right? It records your brain waves and it translates it into the theory, right? With pretty good accuracy from what I can tell. And so I don't know if this directly kind of like throws out the window all the naysayers about MBTI and personality theories. A lot of it, I guess, is just speculation and skepticism in the validity. But, Dario Nardi, I think, did a really good job. The only thing I could say that I hope he would do in the future with his future work, with the whole correlating it to MBTI, his whole brain research, right? Is just have a bigger sampling size. I think he just needs to, open up more of a demographic and really like have a lot of people, see a lot of brains, I guess. But from what I can tell in this book, it's fascinating because there's 16 different parts of the brain, right? And they're all broken down into different sections. And every type, which is what I hoped he would do in the book, he did. He totally fulfilled it. He takes, basic information, basic knowledge about the brain and the different parts of the brain and what they do, right? What their functions are, and then he correlates that with MBTI, and he tells you for MBTI type what types directly use and what parts of the brain are directly associated with certain MBTI types by ranking too. He sorts them out, and it's cool because you get to see on an individual basis. Like he walks you through in this book, things you can fill out. You can fill out your own form and rate, how much you really vibe with kind of the process that you yourself go through. And I found that as a ENFJ, it was mostly accurate from what I can tell. But from the get-go, I noticed that there were some differences, obviously, in my brain than the standard ENFJ, and that's across the board with every type. Everybody's going to be different, obviously. Everybody's going to be using their functioning different. And this is why I've always said in my videos, never really pay attention to personality type. Pay attention to functionality. Functionality tells all. It tells you a lot about somebody. It really comes down to behavior. And this book really exemplifies that idea. Not only that, but it's just a really good resource. Like, I was brainstorming the last 2 days. I have no idea how I'm going to use this in my coaching. I do have an idea, but I don't have like a specific way I'm going to use it and utilize this in helping others and coaching them. But I'm really excited. I stumbled upon this book. I really want to reach out to Dario Nardi, and I probably will call him out in this video. So I really want to thank him for this video again. I solicit all in goodwill. I hope that you get this book. It's not expensive at all. It wasn't that expensive. I can't tell you how much I spent on it because it's not telling me. But it's worth it. It's totally worth the read. I guess you want to know a little bit more about what's inside the book. I will say that it's pretty much an overview on the first beginning pages. It's pretty much an overview on what certain brain functions do. What certain parts of the brain do, how each MBTI type is structured as a prime example functionally for each type, and he gives you pretty good examples, and he really gives you the power to localize and to help the person reading the book discover where they are at. And I really think that's cool because it gives a really great perspective on how people work. And like I was showing this to somebody the other day, and it's really scary how accurate some of these functioning is. It's not scary, it's more like, how real it is, to people, and the people that you know, and then like you see, you can automatically kind of know people who are like the person you're reading, as far as the functions, the functionality. And it definitely it definitely goes over to a really good, to a T, how people could work. And I really like it. I really like this book. I think you guys should get it. Definitely reflecting on it, and I haven't even finished it. I'm only like on page 71. No, I'm sorry, I'm on page 90. I'm on page 90. But there's so much data in this book, it's crazy. If you really want to get to know and understand other types in a different way, in a way that really connects science to the functionality of MBTI, I'd recommend this book totally. And I'll touch base more on this in another video about how this pertains to the ENFJ and how that looks, I guess. So I'll focus on that. And then I guess I'll talk about how you can utilize this kind of idea in different situations like work, and how you can build, I guess, as an ENFJ on yourself, knowing this kind of information about yourself. Because I've always wondered certain things, and certain things came up. So I'm kind of happy. For example, I'll tell you something that came up. I always thought I was intuitive. Hold on, I'll get to the ENFJ page. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I will get there. Is this it? ENFJ. Gotcha. So we go to ENFJs are more. So this is something that stood out to me. ENFJs are more right-brained than ESFJs. I did not know that when I read it. ENFJs may also show activity, which help classify, define, and weigh odds. ENFJs are also rely on cortical circuits. They link that link key brain regions are hyper fast. No, I want to find something. I'm trying to find this one. I want to talk about this one topic. Where'd it go? Just the social feedback. So this really goes into detail about ENFJs. But where is this? All right. Pretty much, there's a lot of stuff like something. The idea I wanted to talk about. I've always had this philosophy, like really deep embedded in me. It's not even mental almost. Sometimes I really have to think about it to bring it into my thoughts. The idea that ENFJs, or not even ENFJs, I'm just gonna say, me personally, right? I never wanted. In the book, they say ENFJs are generalists, which I believe to be true. We are generalists because we don't want to solely identify with one thing. But as an ENFJ, I see that as me being, I don't want to stick to something when there's still so much stuff to learn and to understand, and it connects to NI. And because of the way that our NI manifests as an ENFJ, based off all these other functions, the book pretty much goes over the fact that we don't want to hardwire ourselves into one way of thinking, because that will limit our openness or something, or the way that we could just always change ourselves and evolve our understanding. And I really like that idea, because me and my friend have debated about this for so long. Where me and my INFJ friends, we're always these people that can do any job we want, work anywhere, and always like learn the job we're doing and be the best at it, and then we just move on. And we're just move oners, and we just learn and we evolve. We're like nomadic workers, nomadic purposeful workers, and we just go from job to job, and we learn, we evolve, we adapt, we integrate, and then we observe and we move on. And it's funny that the book kind of goes over that idea that we don't like to hardwire ourselves so much so into one specific thing. Whereas if you look at other personality types, like ISTJs, they like to specialize, and so it's different. There's all these different mindsets when it comes to different personality types. It's cool. ISFJs are specialists too. So it's cool. Like, it goes over a lot of really cool stuff. And I know I'm kind of like talking in a generic kind of way right now. But if you want to I would totally recommend this book. I would get it. It's very interesting. It's a light book. It's like 193 pages, something like that. I would get it. Learn more. If you have any questions about this, just leave me comments down below and I'll answer them as accurately as I can. I'm still wrapping my head around this book because it bothers me when I don't understand something to its totality. So I'll get back to you on more thoughts about this and how I can convert some information from this to you guys to help whatever useful information. So I hope you like this video. Get this book, Neuroscience of Personality. I have a ton more books that I'm not going to talk about in this, but this is my most recent book that I'm interested in. If you as an ENFJ want some good book recommendations, I would do this one, Neuroscience of Personality and Result-Based Leadership. Get both those books right away if you're an ENFJ, okay? Alright, thank you for watching, guys, this whole 12-minute video. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Support my work. If you're interested in life coaching, give me a call or an email, and we'll figure it out. We'll see what's going on. Besides that, enjoy the rest of my videos, and ask me anything in the meantime if you want me to cover something. I'm more than happy to make a video. And this is my new room. So I moved to Brooklyn in New York, and now I'm here. So if you want any more updates, just comment below and I'll make a video accordingly, okay? Talk to you guys soon.